Had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen. Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. Yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel, so you go it alone. You turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real. Yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared.
what the stylists don't want to do anymore. Stylists don't want to shampoo. We're even partnering with stylists. They're saying, hey, I don't have the time to shampoo, so won't you go over to the shampoo bar? We're doing steam treatments, taking braids down, locks. So you come in, we're gonna shampoo, condition with pomade, hair growth, stimulating growth, and we're gonna actually manipulate those beards. And if y'all have bundles and units, bring those in. We will bring them back to life. You drop off, we call you, you pick up. Just like a dry cleaner. We have 2 complimentary drinks. One is called the Tide. The next drink is called the Old Fashioned. And we're not going to tell you what's in any of these drinks. They are exclusive to the shampoo bar. I'm not telling you, okay? So go to our website. ShampooBarNLR.com. That's it.
All right, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday evening, broadcasting from the B-Level Entertainment Studios. I'm your host, B-Level, and tonight, we have On the Level with B-Level, where we have conversation with extraordinary people doing extraordinary things. And tonight, I do have an extraordinary guest. She is here. She is in our waiting room. LaShawna Hurd is with the Hurd Foundation. She is here to tell us all the great things she is doing in our community. But before we bring our guests on, I have a couple announcements that I need to make. First of all, the On the Level with B-Level happens every Wednesday, 7:30. Rain, sleet, or snow, we're going to be here. All right. Tonight, we're talking to LaShawna Hurd about what she's doing in our community. Next week, LaQuanta Thompson, and I keep forgetting the lender that she's going to bring on. It's actually going to be 2 people that we're talking to on next Wednesday. LaQuanta Thompson is coming on, and then after that, next week, I'm going to have my interview. I'm going to come on my platform and talk about my life. I have been helping people unpack their baggage. And so I'm going to unpack a little of my baggage on my birthday. It's going to be an actual birthday interview, Wednesday, February the 18th. And it's going to be hosted by my dear friend, Tony Seville. She has over 30 years in the radio business. So make sure you tune in for that. And then I guess another announcement that this week, Super Bowl Sunday, the UTB podcast is going to pregame you. We're coming on early, 2 p.m., 2 o'clock. The team wanted to watch the Super Bowl. I wanted to cheer for my own team. So we will not be on this Sunday at 7 o'clock. We're coming on at 2 p.m. And we're going to call this the pregame. It's an hour of power from 2 to 3 only. Do not log in at 7 o'clock and expect to see us, because we're coming on this Sunday early at 2 p.m. Okay. All right. You've heard it from myself. I need you guys who are in the live to please share the live and put share it in the comments, and then I will shout you out. Let's see who we got in the chat here. Miss Shelby is saying hello. Miss Shelby, please share the live. Share the live. It doesn't cost you anything to watch this podcast. All we ask you to do is to share. Now, let me go ahead and bring our guest, Miss LaShawna. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing fine.
How you feeling today?
I feel good.
Now, Shauna, I always want to call you Molly. I don't. I always, I know you passed this Hurd Financial Foundation. I don't know. Should I keep calling you Shauna? Can I call you Molly? I might throw people off if I say Molly and you got this professional name up here. You want me to call? What do you want me to call you?
Either or is fine, because a lot of people do still call me Molly.
So y'all that don't know, Molly has been around a long time. If you know Molly, you know who she is. LaShawna is that government name, that business name you might not know. So I might call. I better stick with LaShawna, because I might confuse people if I say Molly. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read our opening statement, then I'm gonna come back and read your bio. Okay. All right, I need you guys to share. Let me share. Shannon Streets, I appreciate you. You have shared. Stephanie Hobbs. Say, Stephanie, I hadn't seen you in a long time. Thank you for tuning in. I see that you've shared it. And she's also saying, hey, LaShawna Hurd. Stephanie Hurd is saying hello to you. All right, let me do our opening statement, and then we're going to come back and have a conversation. Okay, here we go. Tonight's conversation is about a purpose, impact, and building something bigger than yourself. I'm sitting down with LaShawna Hurd, the founder of Hurd Foundation, an organization centered on uplifting our youth, especially during the moments that matter most. Okay, from holiday support to winter coat drives and financial literacy program, LaShawna work is about meeting kids where they are and preparing them for where they're going. Okay. She's also an entrepreneur running the successful women's shoe boutique, balancing business ownerships with community service. Tonight, we're talking about what it really is to serve the next generation, build a business, and lead with intention. This is a conversation about impact, both now and tomorrow. Okay, let me also read her bio and then introduce her, and then we'll get in her conversation. Okay, LaShawna Hurd is from Little Rock, Arkansas native with a passion for giving back to her community. She is the founder of Hurd Foundation, a financial literacy organized focused on empowering youth across Arkansas. LaShawna is also the owner of Heels to Toe, a successful boutique specializing in stylish footwear and accessories, and a value AT&T employee with over 12 years of experience. Dedicated and driven, she continues to make a positive impact through her work, business, and community service. Please welcome to the On the Level with B Level and Unpacking the Baggage podcast, Mrs. LaShawna Hurd.
Hey, everyone.
Okay, so listen, I gave you this great bio introduction, but I always start every conversation with asking in a nutshell, who is LaShawna Molly Hurd? Who is she?
I am everything that you read. Again, I am the founder of Hurd Financial Foundation. I also own a Heels to Toe, which is a shoe boutique. I've been owning, I've been having the shoe boutique for about 9 years now. Also, it's going on 13 years now. I've been employed at AT&T, so you can contact me for your AT&T needs as well. I don't have any kids.
No, that's how you jumping ahead because I was going to say, are you married? Are you married?
No, but one day, very soon.
So not married, no kids, hoping to be one day. So let me read. You got the comment deal just jumping. Henrietta Evans, she shared it. Thank you. Dana Kennedy shared. That's my friend. Dana said hello, Kennedy. Latanya Holmes, sister. She's putting the heart emblem. Mocha, how do you pronounce her last name?
It's Brittany Frazier.
Brittany, you got an alias name on here. She's clapping. Hey, Brittany, I need you to share the live, okay? Please share. Latanya is saying soon and very soon. They're saying you're gonna get married soon and very soon. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, do you have a special someone to
Yeah,
even get married? Okay, so that not out the picture. You got to start with somebody first, Molly. I'm telling you. All right, where are you from, Molly? Where are you from?
I am from Little Rock, Arkansas, but I was born in Virginia.
Okay.
At the
Okay.
time when my mom had me, my dad was stationed in Virginia.
Okay. Okay. So when you talk about your mom, talk about your parents. Shout your parents out.
I have really good parents. I'm gonna
Okay.
be honest. My parents, both of them are my backbone. They are there for everything. I've had a very successful life. I've been provided with everything that I need. I can honestly say both of my parents are amazing. Frida Gray and Sean Hurd. Everybody do know I am a military child. I am definitely a daddy's girl. But
Okay.
my mama gonna come through as well. She's there, but I am a daddy's child. But yeah, both of my parents are involved in my life.
Okay. Listen, man, the comments
Yeah, I have
already
really good
Johnny.
parents.
Melon skin tone is what she's saying. Mrs. Brittany, I'm gonna make sure I put her name because this little old fake name she got here is throwing me off. Brittany. Okay, Brittany. I'm gonna call her Brittany. And then is that Harriet Evans is saying College Station? Molly, why is they saying? Are you from College Station?
Yes, I'm from College Station. That is here at Evans. That's my cousin.
All right. Do you have any siblings? Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I do. I have one little sister. I have a brother, Sean Hurd. He's a junior. Me and him share the same mom and dad. And I do have two stepbrothers as well.
Okay.
My mom
Um,
and stepdad been together since I've been like 4. So technically I have two dads.
cool. I heard that. Okay. Do you have any hidden talents? While we're getting them to know who you are as a person, can you sing? Do you
Oh,
play
no.
any instruments? You don't have nothing that people like. I know, Molly, you got to have
I'm
some
an
hidden
open
talent.
book. I just like to talk. I like to talk. Everybody know I'm loud. Everyone know I'm kind of outspoken. But no, I don't sing any of that. No.
I always ask people this question, and people always ask why, but I think this tells a lot about you. If I was Molly to get your phone, get it and plug into your Apple Play, right? What music is Molly listening to when you're riding? What's your top three artists that you're listening to?
I listen to a lot of R&B. I'm gonna be honest. People do not like really rhyme with me. I might have it might go from gospel, might go to R&B, then it might go to some old Tupac. Yeah, I don't really listen to a lot of new stuff unless someone's around me or I learned it from TikTok. But yeah, my playlist is very old.
Okay, listen, if you're just tuning in, I need everybody. There's a lot of people on this live. Please share the live. If you share it and you put share in the comments, I will shout you out. I know that you guys are giving Molly a lot of love. It look like she has a lot of support. I can always tell when I tune
Well,
on.
thanks
It,
everybody.
no, really, I can really tell when they giving you love because my numbers jump up. When I talk to people that ain't got no love, I be struggling. But they represent. Dana Kennedy is saying represent. Nikki Nelson is saying getting money is her talent. So they say Molly loves to get money. Money. All right, we've kind of dived into you personally.
Mhm.
Thank you, Nikki Nelson. She said that she shared it. I want to move over and talk about the Herd Foundation. Okay, now tell us
Mhm.
about the Herd. This is a two or three part question. Okay, tell us a little bit about the Herd Foundation, what you do, and why you wanted to start it, and what is its sole purpose. So that's three questions.
Okay. So, um, basically, regarding the Herd Financial Foundation, I did notice that here in Arkansas, they don't really have financial literacy classes in the middle schools or the high schools. Financial literacy was something that was basically instilled in me.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I do come from a military background. Since I was a kid, when you talk about budgeting, savings, finances, that's just something that was always taught to me at an early age. I was always taught to build my own credit because my
Mm-hmm.
parents do not believe in co-signing. My dad has always been big on savings. And again, with him being in the military, my dad is very structured. So
Okay.
coming from a very structured background,
Mm-hmm.
that's been something, I mean, still taught to this day from my parents, both of them. um, Great savings accounts, good with budgeting, both of them credit beyond excellent. So it's just something that I've always been taught all of my life. I do understand that it's not instilled in a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, a lot of adults still don't really know a lot about finances and financial literacy. So it is kind of hard for them to teach their kids some of these things when they still don't know a lot about it itself. But it was something that I've always honestly learned all of my life. I've always been good with numbers, always liked money. Um,
And that
always been a hard worker.
and you hit on a lot when you talk about financial literacy. Some adults still have
They
not
don't.
figured out they're 30, 40, 50, and still have not learned to be financially sound, right? Financial
Mhm.
literacy is just about making good financial decisions. But the other part of that question is why did you decide to do it? Because you could have taken this foundation for adults. Why did you say I'm gonna focus on the kids? Why did you feel like you needed to super serve our youth?
Like I stated, I did notice the gap in education when it came to the school system.
Hmm.
There's no classes, like I do believe that there should be an actual class starting in middle school that's elective, and I do believe that it should also be in high school, but they don't have those as elective courses. And again, you like I stated, if you don't have parents that know about financial literacy, it's kind of hard to teach it to your kids. And then if it's not being taught in school, they don't really know anything until they start making all of these mistakes, when they becoming into adulthood. So I'd rather try to close the gap and fill in where I can. And as many kids that I can reach out to, I would love to do that. The classes that I have on my own, those classes are being funded where, rent buildings, buying supplies, all of that is coming out of my pocket. Um, I do have parents, they do help, like whatever I need them to do. My both of my parents, I do have my close knit friends, things that I
Hmm.
need. They do help me prepare for the classes. But last year I was able to finally get into the school system So hopefully this year it would be a lot more of that with getting into the school systems to be able to talk to, as many kids that I can in the actual high schools itself.
Well, we're going to come back and talk about funding. I think that's very,
Mhm.
very important. Let me read some of these comments. Dana Kennedy is saying, clock it. Brian Cole, my sister is such a boss. We have somebody over at YouTube. Big shout out to our YouTube followers over there. We're trying to grow that YouTube platform. They're saying that it's shared. Mrs. Evans is saying so true. I guess she was talking about the gap in the school system.
Uh-huh.
Brittany is saying giving these kids a financial foundation, literally. Brittany is also saying these kids are our future. And Dana Kennedy is saying, say that. Okay. Now let's talk about some of the events you have that you're
Mhm.
funding on. I want you to tell us about these two events that you've got going on here.
So this budget and teen vision board, teen edition, that is this Saturday. The information is definitely on that flyer. So along with me discussing budgeting with the kids, I also wanted them to have a vision of what they want their lives to look like. So at the beginning of the year, you see everyone doing vision boards for adults. I wanted to start off the year with doing a teen edition vision boards for my teens. That way we can kind of put some thought into to what they actually want their life to look like and kind of have a vision of, what they want their life, what they want their life to be.
So, a couple of questions. Is there a
Hmm.
cost for this?
No, any classes I have, all my classes are free of cost.
And where is this class going to be held at?
It's at the beauty spot. I had registration. I started the registration about 2 weeks ago, where
Okay.
parents have already registered their kids. I do know that there is some that won't be able to make it. So if I do have room for about 10 more. So if anyone is interested, you can definitely inbox me the kid's name, or reach out to me again on my Facebook page. And I do have 10 slots that's available.
Okay, there you go. Y'all heard it. She has 10 stocks available. She is tagged into this post. Okay, so all you have to do, LaShawna heard her name is tagged, inbox her. She has 10 slots. If you have your youth and you're trying to teach them some financial literacy, this Saturday is the class. February the 7th is from 11 to 1. Okay, inbox
At
her.
the
She has
beauty
10 spots.
spot. Is at the beauty spot.
Y'all heard her. She's is at the beauty spot. Okay, here's the next event I want you to talk about. This one right here. Talk about this one, Molly. What
Okay.
you got going on here?
So this challenge, of course, is for adults. I don't really have any kids that's following my social media. So when I advertise everything, of course, it's on Facebook, and that's how the teens, when they parents see these things, that's how they register them for the class. But this challenge is for adults. I do understand that savings can be challenging and it can be hard for some adults. But how I broke down the $410 for the saving challenge for February, if you notice the first 3 days of this month, I believe they were only saving like $5 for the first 3 days. And
Hmm.
then it might change over to $10 a day for the next 5 days. But I do believe if they save daily like that, it kind of helps them save better versus saying, oh, just save $410 a month. So
Okay.
every month, the challenges will be different. It might be more, it might be less. It's just to try to help adults create an emergency fund.
And I noticed that sometime during the holidays, I don't know if it's December or November, I noticed that you were doing a Coat for Kids drive. So tell us about that fundraiser that you do during the holidays.
This year, the last 2 years when I started this foundation, I did the give back for the school supplies.
Hmm.
This year, I decided to add in coats. For the month of December, I was actually going to do toys for Christmas, but I decided to extend it and provide more coats. The reason why I decided to provide more coats, because as I did state, as I'm headed to work, I'm still seeing a lot of kids, shivering at bus stops, no
Yeah.
coats on.
Yeah.
And trust me, if it's 20 degrees outside, no parent is sending their child outside without a coat purposely.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
just decided that coats were more important. So versus purchasing toys, I do feel like coats were more important.
Now, what has been, LaShawna, what has been the most emotional or eye-opening moment that you've experienced through your work with your foundation? Has there been a
My very
moment that,
first class.
okay, Okay.
Yes,
Talk about
my
talk.
very first class. And the reason
Mhm.
why it was my very first class because when I did registration, I cut the registration off at 25. I knew what I was going to do at the end of the class. Of course, I didn't announce what I was going to do beforehand, but I knew what I was going to do at the end of the class. So I did a registration for 25 because the first class, when I started March of 2023,
Mhm.
normally every year I decide to go out of town and buy all this expensive stuff.
Right.
I decided to give back that year, and that's when I started the foundation. So for the money that I would normally spend on Airbnbs and plane tickets, that money along with money that was donated, the 25 kids, I was able to gift them with $50 a piece. After their parents opened up them a savings account with First Security Bank, some went with other banks, but I was able to give all of the kids and start them a savings account with $50.
Okay. Big round of applause. Okay. So now you were talking about money coming out of your pocket, and that's my next question. If somebody wanted to help you financially, how do they get involved with your how do they donate to your foundation?
Well, there is an actual website called herfinancial.org. There is a button on the actual website where you can donate at any given time. Anytime that I'm having classes, if you want to donate water, juices, also if you want to donate snacks, if you want to donate gift cards, because after my classes, after we do the lecture, at the end of the classes, we always ask questions. And when the kids get the questions correct, I give them gift cards. I always identify my seniors. I always have a class kind of like April or May, and I identify my seniors. The seniors that I've had, I've helped parents with giving them money for the kids' prom needs. I've wrote checks to give them money for graduation gifts. So just different, whatever.
Now, what is that? What is that? Let me put this up here, and I'm gonna slow down because I want to do this. What is the place that they go to donate again? What is it?
It's herfinancial.org. That's my
Oh, let me.
website. Yeah, on the
Okay.
website it have like, how they register for events, different things about the foundation. There's a button on there for donation, so they can donate whatever they want to donate on the website.
So it's Herd. I mean, I'm actually typing
Financial
this up. Okay, Herd
dot org
Financial
dot org.
.org. Okay, okay. All right. So you guys got that here. I'm gonna try to make sure that I put that. So www.herdfinancial. I think I got that
Dot
spelled
org.
wrong. I want to put that up here.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's really, really important. Financial.herd. Okay. I'm actually
No,
typing
dot
this.
org. ORG.
.org. Okay, I got you. I got you. I said it wrong, but I think I got it. All right, let me see. I'm gonna put this out, and I want to put this up on the screen, and I want you to make sure that I've got this right. I'm gonna save it here, and I know you got your glasses on, Molly. So I don't know if you could. Can you see that? No, that is not it. Okay, that's the wrong button. Okay, what about that?
And make sure you spelling her HEARD.
Is that right?
Let me
See if I
see if I
spelled it
can.
right. HEARDFINANCIAL.org.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So listen, the reason why I put that is I have a challenge for you guys. You guys know that LaShawna's doing great things. I'm challenging as many people tonight to go to that go to that website right there and donate $50, right? I'm going to start it myself. I'm on live, but I'm going to donate as soon as I get off. I'm challenging the people that are on this live tonight. If you can go there, and if you cannot afford $50, donate $5, donate 10, and
Mhm.
put in the comment box that you've donated. Okay. A lot of people have put it in our chat. Okay.
Mhm.
I myself is going to donate $50. If I can get as many people to go and donate, if you'll donate $20, it's going to our youth, it's going to a great cause. Molly did not know that I was going to do this. She did not know, but we need to help support her supporting our kids. Okay. And then I need you to put in the comments that you have donated, and I will shout you out. We have got to rally around her. She is doing something very positive for our kids. And so she is spending her own money to take care of our kids. This woman has no children. She's funding the events to take care of our children. We have got to rally around her to help her help our children. Okay. I think that was all that I had to talk to you about the foundation. I want to go over to your entrepreneurship. Now, you stepped into entrepreneurship, and what made you want to get into selling shoes? And that's question number one. Question number two is, why are you only selling women's shoes? I know you get that question all the time, right?
I
So
do get the question um, regarding why I only sell women's shoes. Um, I
first
like
of all, what
shoes.
made you start it? What made you start selling
Okay.
shoes?
So what made me start selling shoes? Honestly, I knew that I always wanted a business for myself. I am obsessed with shoes. I do have more shoes than I have clothes. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Um, and here in Little Rock, when I started selling shoes, I'm gonna be honest, nobody was selling shoes in Little Rock at the time. So it was really a good thing for me to do because no one
Right.
else was outside of me being obsessed with shoes. It was a good thing for me because at the time,
It was a
take
need
that
for
back.
it.
It was a need for it. And I take that back. It was me and another friend of mine that wanted to do it, but we just did it separately. But there is another woman who actually we started around the same time. We just did it separately. But it wasn't something that, everyone was selling hair and clothes. It wasn't something that people were doing.
Right. And
Mhm.
then why did you decide to only do women's shoes?
Men, I mean, you talking about trying to get size 13s and 14s. That's kind of a stretch. And
Yeah.
most of these vendors only go up to 11.
Yeah.
And the shoes that men like, designer shoes and Nikes, hey, if I'd had that plug to Nikes and things like that, I would definitely branch off. But I don't have that type of access. So the shoes that
Super
men
serving the
want, I
women.
can't get to.
Is there,
Mhm.
and let me ask you this, and maybe it's not, and if it's not, it's okay.
Mhm.
Are there any future plans to expand that to men, or are you staying in your lane, what you've been
If
doing?
I can come across and get access to what I need access to, I would definitely expand it.
How long have you been selling shoes, LaShawna, here? How long
Oh,
has you been in the shoe
it's
business?
actually been really 10 years.
10 years. Okay, I'm
Hmm.
saying it again. I want you guys to not forget that we need to donate to the Herd Financial Foundation. I have tagged the website down at the bottom. It's not going to go anywhere. I need you guys to go and donate. Okay, go and donate. Go and donate. I don't want to lose sight of that. Okay. The next question I have is, what was your biggest challenge when you face open starting to sell shoes? What was your biggest challenge, Molly? What do you remember? A troubling time. Everybody has these stories with entrepreneurship where it got pretty hard. Were there ever a aha moment that one of your challenging times in your 10 years of selling shoes? Was it ever difficult for you?
I'm gonna be honest. There were times where you know, people would purchase the same thing that I purchased, which you can't stop that.
Hmm.
But to purchase the same thing that I purchased and then to send people friend requests and they will go in their inbox, like, this Facebook page is actually a little over a year old.
Okay.
My old Facebook page totally got hacked, lost everything, couldn't gain access back to it. So on my old
Mm.
Facebook page, I had built that page. I had a lot of friends, a lot of followers. So, I've had people that if I wrote posted the shoe and it sold out and they're going through my comments and the people that I was responding to saying sold out, they were sending them friend requests and
So are you
getting in their
saying,
inbox.
Molly? So are you saying that competition, these were not people, these were people that was trying to be your competition, that was looking your shoes that you're posting, looking and comment, going and ordering that
I,
same shoe, going back to your post, inboxing them, oh, she sold out, but I got it. Basically,
this did happen early. It happened early
mm.
in the business, but yeah, it
Did-
happened.
what, Molly, did you not expect stuff like that when you get, being a trendsetter? Did
Oh,
you
well, you
not
gotta
feel
think
like
about
that's,
it. I'm 33, so you're talking about starting in your early 20s. I did
yeah.
not really. It was things that I didn't know. But hey, at the end of the day, what's for me is what's for me. So that's how I had to think about it. What's for me is what's for me at the end of the day. But it was discouraging then.
This is the thing, Molly, and this is a question that's not on my sheet that I sent you. I've known you for a long time, right?
Uh-huh.
And I've watched you grow, right? And we can talk about right now. At how old are you now?
33, soon
You
to be
you you
34.
you 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 LaShawna now. But I knew
Mm-hmm.
you back in the day when you was Molly, right? So we
Yes.
gonna keep it all the way 100. Molly wasn't going for none of that. All of that. So talk about how you have grown, like how you've grown to be LaShawna from Molly.
Ooh,
How have you
mindset,
grown? Yeah,
mindset.
yeah.
Mindset. I've grown with mindset because, like you said, Molly, and people don't really know Molly, but just the mindset, and of course, when you get older, certain things that you used to do, you can no longer do. So just growing, and then when I started, especially starting to go into this direction with dealing with people's kids, kind of gotta watch what you say, what you
Yeah,
do, who you're
right.
around, your surroundings. There's a lot that you gotta watch, but just the older I become, just growing, and honestly, I'm big on growth. I never want to do the same thing that I don't want to be the same person that I was last year. Every year for me, I want to be, better. Want to definitely continue to be the best version of myself and continue to grow. So just really growth.
Okay, well, listen, I want to shout out Mocha again. Is this Brittany? Is that Brittany?
Yeah, I'm getting some notifications I see on my computer.
Listen, she has donated. Shout out Brittany. Mrs. Evans, she
Yes,
has
I see.
donated. Shout her out. Nikki Nelson, she has donated. Listen, I need you guys to go to this website. All right, I'm gonna put it back up here. Okay, I'm gonna put it back up there, and I need you guys again. She is funding all of these classes for our kids out of her pockets, out of her parents' pockets, and we need to
Close
raise some
friends. I
money.
do have my close friends. They will do what's needed.
But here's the reason why I'm driving this so home. I'm saying this
No,
so
I
many
understand because
times.
there's only so much help that I can continue to get
I get
from
it.
them. But I do want to say I am thankful for everything they do. They show up at every event. Whatever I need them to do, they there.
No, but
They
here's the
there.
point that I'm trying to make, Molly, is you don't have
Hmm.
kids. To invest in other folks' kids
Hmm.
is pretty damn special to me. And so
Well,
that's
thank you for
why
that.
I am. And again, she did not know that I was going to do this.
No,
I'm
I
gonna put
didn't because
yeah,
if people who know me, y'all know I'm
nah.
not like
You you
asking the
you
public. That
you
coach
did not.
drive was a lot for me because
Oh, yeah. So listen, here's her website. I'm putting it up there again. Herdfinancial.org. Go there, donate to she's serving our kids. Go there and donate. And as soon as I get off, I'm gonna donate myself. Okay. All right. Here's my next question. How do you balance running a business while leading a foundation and still working a 9 to 5? Molly, how do you do so many? How do you wear so many hats?
I'm gonna be honest. Work life balance. I had to learn how to. So when it comes to my shoes, it might be late nights. Sometimes I'm laying in the bed. I get on the vendor site. I find about 10, 12 pair of shoes. Sometimes in my vendor cart, I might have over 30 pair of shoes just sitting there. So every week I just get on the vendor site, check out about 3, 4 pair. They get shipped to me. That's the easy flow for heels or toe. I've got that down packed now. I only do certain pickup times, certain pickup days to let that run smoothly.
So most of
Uh,
that delivering and stuff is after your 9 to 5. After you finish doing all your foundation work, all your AT&T work, you're running that business
now
in off
they
days.
pick everything is done between 9 to 5.
Okay, okay, okay. Stephanie Hobbs is saying, I am a heels to toe fan.
Yeah, she's
Let's
been
see.
supporting me for
Stephanie
that's my
has,
girl. Yeah, Stephanie, she's a big supporter, very supportive.
yeah, Nick.
Always been a good supporter. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a big
Nikki is
supporter.
saying praise God for allowing us to grow. I've got Shalonda Hunt on here. She has donated. What big shout out to Shalonda Hunt. I need everybody. I don't care if you donate $10, right? Donate
Hmm.
something. Donate something. Okay. All right. What lessons have you learned from entrepreneurship that have helped you become a leader in the foundation or vice versa? So, has there been any lessons that you've learned from entrepreneur or being at AT&T that has helped you? With your foundation, has there been anything that you've learned that has you've
Building,
been able to carry over?
yeah. Building relationships and communication. Being able to communicate. I can talk to anybody. I like to talk. I can have a conversation about whatever it is someone want to have a conversation with. I mean, about. Building relationships. I'm gonna be honest. My most of my heels to toe customers have been my customers for years. My customers are considered my family. Like I talk to these women, many of these women is almost like I've been knowing them forever. But I have real relationships. Like my customers, they will call me, they will text me. I can post something, they would straight up text me and say, "Hey, I just sent my money." Like we
Right.
have a relationship. Like me and my
Right.
customers, we have a real relationship. Mhm.
Gotcha, gotcha. So it's more than just a business for you, right?
Yes, it is.
You've
We
grown
have
to
relate.
know a
Yeah,
lot of your
I
customers. You're on
have.
first name basis with them. You know their children. They become part of your
These people,
family.
some of them have been in my house, some of them have
Yeah,
been in my job.
yeah,
They
yeah.
kids be out. They be like, oh, they kids can be out with grandparents or daddy, and they be like, oh, that's the shoe girl. Some of them don't know my name, but when the kids see me, they know who I am.
That's the woman that's getting all our money, the shoe woman.
And then
Uh,
some husbands be like, hey, now,
yeah.
not this week. Or hey, some of the husbands, they have to come to me. And I'm like, they like, yeah, I'm seeing you again this week.
For those of you who are tuning in, I am talking to LaShawna Hurd. She has the Hurd Financial Foundation, and we're talking about her heels to toe entrepreneurship. I am trying to. I have her website down at the bottom of this. I'm challenging everybody who can afford to go there, donate to her foundation. She is taking this money and doing financial literacy for our children. This woman doesn't have any kids. And so I need you guys to help her with this. Go and donate. Okay. And then put that you've donated in the comments and I will shout you out. Okay. All right. Here's Molly. If you could teach every young person one lesson about money, responsibility, or self-worth, what lesson would you teach them?
Know your numbers. Know what you are working with. Knowing your numbers is very important. You have to know your numbers before anything.
Okay. Big round of applause for that answer. Yes, big round of applause for that answer. Okay. What do you want kids who are touched by your foundation to say about you and your work 10 years from now? What do you want somebody that has gone through your organization at 8? What do you want them to say about you when they get 18?
Honestly, I want them to say that the positive financial decisions that they learned today help them with the financial decisions in their adulthood and the outcome in their adulthood, the financial being able to learn positive being able to learn positive financial decisions today. I want that to be an outcome that they can, say that, with the stuff that I learned early in age is the reason why I'm doing so great in life now.
All right, I want to go ahead and put this. This person has donated. Thank you, Molly, for everything you've done for me and my children. Big round of applause for Keith Fowler. Keith has donated, and I'm making a
Hmm.
big deal about this because I do want you guys to be motivated to help donate. I've got the website at the bottom again. Please donate. Please donate. Okay. When you think, Molly, when you think of our next generation, our youth, what concerns you most about them? And what are you most proud about? Like tell me those two
I
things.
want them to be able to see the value in their own identity. I don't want
Mhm.
them to get caught up in social media and feel like they have to be a certain way, have certain things. I want them to be able to, to identify the value in themselves.
Cool. And then is there something that you're proud of our youth? So tell me something that you think that we do well. I mean, tell me something that we're doing great in. You told me about some things that you're challenged. But is there anything in your classes and you're dealing with the youth that you feel like you're most proud of as it relates to our youth?
Yes, honestly, I can go back my very first class 2 years ago. I had two seniors in my very first class.
Hmm.
Both of them, the class was in March. Both of them graduated in May. They both had full scholarships to college. One of them just got accepted into nursing school. They both have made the dean list.
Doing
They
really
are doing
great.
really good. Yes.
Big
And a
shout out.
lot of these kids, I could say a lot of them that do attend the classes, their parents are very involved because some of the kids that attend the classes, their parents make them come to every class. It's not just a one stop. Anytime I
Right.
post that I'm having a class, a lot of them, they parents make them continue to come. So it is a good thing that I do see that the parents are involved and really want their kids to receive this information. I do want to give a shout out to Andrea Hogan. When I first started, she started with
Is it
me.
Director Lewis?
Yes, Director Lewis. She
Okay.
started with me. Anytime I need her help, anytime I need her to come and chime in, as long as I send her the date, she always makes sure she's available. Anytime she's in an open room, she always makes sure she share my information to have others to reach out to me. I can say she's been there from the start.
Yeah, I've had Director Lewis on. She is awesome, awesome, awesome. I've
Hmm.
had her on here to have a conversation with her about the
Hmm.
work she does in the banking industry and also as a city director. So
Hmm.
she is, I agree with you. She is pretty dope. Now we've talked about all of these events. What have we left out? LaShawna, what have I not asked you? What do you know? What do you want to share that maybe I have not asked you? I know you're being pretty busy. Um, when do you have time with all of these hats that you wear to
Oh,
work
now I
on
make
getting?
time now.
Okay, okay,
I make time.
okay, all right,
I know I've learned how to balance my life
okay,
very well. I do
okay,
a lot, but I've
okay.
learned how to definitely balance my life. But I do a lot. I try to make sure I show up wherever I can. I try to make sure I show up for whoever I can. But I have learned how to balance my life to make sure I'm still enjoying my life.
Okay, Cherie Lawson is giving you the heart comment over here.
Hey,
So she's
Cherie,
hearting
that's
you.
another customer of mine.
Yep. Everybody's buying shoes from you. I always end every conversation, Molly, by allowing the interviewer to ask me a question, right? No question is off
Mhm.
limits. Do you, and you don't have to, do you have a question for me? You don't, some people have questions, some people do not. Do you have any questions for me?
Um, Not really. I like how
Okay.
you involve with your I do like how you involve with your girls. Everybody know Randy is a very good basketball player, but I like the way you show up for her and very involved. It's inspiring because again, like I said, I'm a daddy's child. So anytime I see a man heavily involved with a daughter, that is very important. So it's inspiring because I do notice and you have been always showing up. Well, you show up for all of them, but yeah,
Yeah.
you very
Yeah.
supportive father.
Well, and actually, Randy is. I missed her game tonight, and they had a game tonight, but I had already scheduled this interview, so I'm actually watching you and watching her game on an iPad. But thank you for that. Listen, man, I
Mhm.
think that I tell everybody that at this point at my age, my big old age in life, it's not about my first name anymore. It's about my last name. So it's about that Stewart legacy, and so everything
Hey.
that I do is leaving a future for them. I didn't live my life. I didn't been Brian, so I'm concentrating on the Stewart name, which means leaving something for those young ones, Randy and my other babies that I have. So thank you for that compliment.
Mhm.
Fathers are so important to be.
They are
um,
very
I
important.
mean, we don't have enough fathers that are doing great things. All of my friends that I have, and some of my friends, every
Mhm.
last one of my friends are great fathers. I don't have any
Yeah.
friends that's not a good father. That is a requirement to be my friend. If you're not a good father,
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I
yeah,
respect it. I respect
yeah.
that 100%. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So thank you for that comment. Thank you for noticing that. Sheree
Mhm.
Lawson is saying, love her for the children. Shalonda Hunt is saying, she most definitely shows up for her family and friends. Marty Ingram is saying, shout out to her. Sheree Lawson said, that's exactly what it's all about, legacy.
Thank
And
y'all.
yep, Jermaine Rudd is saying, shared and donated. Yes, donated
Thank
again.
you.
Listen, I want to say it again before I get out of here. I'm going to put this
Mhm.
website again. Go to www.herd
No.
Financial.
Herfinancial.org.
Oh, but you got to put the www in there. I'm just
You
saying.
don't have to put www. Just
That's old school.
herfinancial.org.
I'm just so old school. I still put the WWs in front of it. Just let me put my all my three W's up there. But herdfinancial.org, okay, about .org. I'm going too
dot
fast.
org.
Herdfinancial.org. I said it right.
Mhm.
You know.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm asking everybody that can afford to go there and donate so that she can continue to have these financial literacy classes for our children. And she does not have to spend her friends' money to help our children. And that's to me, that's our responsibility. So when I get off, I will donate myself. Thank you, LaShawna, for accepting my offer, for
Oh, you're
coming
more than
on.
welcome.
Continue to do what you do. I always think it's really great. I have a lot of Wednesday nights is made for just highlighting people that are doing great things in our community. And I have a lot of people that's coming on, but I always think it's really, really special. I got a lot of guys that's doing that are bosses and doing their stuff. But when I have a lady that's doing her thing, that is, for me, that is really, 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 truly, truly special when I have a woman that's, just doing her thing. Let me what Brittany's saying. This is so as good, B-level. I think that's what she's saying. Thank you for shining a light on Molly. She is such a blessing to many kids. I agree with that,
Thank
Brittany.
you.
I totally agree with that. Henrietta Evans is saying this was a
My
great
name is
interview.
Harriet.
Harriet, not Henrietta.
Harriet.
Harriet Evans. I'm sorry I butchered your name. Harriet. That's your aunt?
That is my cousin.
Okay. Okay. So shout out to Harriet Evans. She said that this was a great interview. Thank you. Thank you. And Cherie Lawson is putting the website again there. Listen, for the people
Thank
that are
you.
joining, we have other dope people every Wednesday that come on the platform. Molly is so dope. But tune in every Wednesday at 7:30. Here are our next 3 visitors. LaShawna Thompson is coming on next Wednesday. Myself, I'm coming on my birthday to have a conversation. And then Telly Noel Sr. is going to wrap the month up. He was scheduled to come on in February, but he had some stuff he had to handle. And so we rescheduled that until the last Wednesday of February, which is February the 25th. Okay. Any last words you want to leave us with before we get out of here?
Thanks for everyone who's donated. Thanks for everyone who has joined. And I just want to thank the community for everything.
All right. Thank you again. Thank you, Molly. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And hopefully your classes go really well. Hopefully we've helped you shed your light on the great things that you're doing for our community. And I wish you nothing but success in all of your endeavors. Okay.
All right. And thank you for the opportunity as well.
Enjoy. And don't forget, we are doing a Super Bowl episode this Sunday. We are not going to be on at 7:00. We're coming on at 2 p.m. Now, here's what we're going to do. Little Rock Princess, okay? We have our topics for this week. Little Rock Princess, she's doing these food reviews, right? Little Rock Princess loves to eat. She said it herself, okay? She is going to tell you what you should make at your Super Bowl party. She's going to give you food ideas for what to have at your Super Bowl party at 2:00 on Sunday. Anthony P., his responsibility this Sunday is going to tell the ladies how to dress at the Super Bowl parties, what men want to see the ladies dress in, what he wants you to wear to the Super Bowl party. He's going to give you what he want to see you in. Tristan is our guy that's about the city, so he's going to tell you what watch parties that are popping. He's going to shout out some of the house parties. He's going to shout out some of the places that you can go and have a good time around the city. And then Jayla with the T, Jayla Jefferson, she is our news girl, our trending topic. She is going to cover Super Bowl news. So we are having a show. We are not taking off this Sunday. We're just moving it to 2 p.m. Okay. Normally we come on every Sunday at 7:00, but this week we are doing it at 2:00. Don't forget 2:00. And then last but not least, on my birthday, I am doing my first interview. I said at the beginning of this podcast, I have been helping people unpack their baggage, right? On Sundays. So this will be my first official interview since my divorce, since a lot of stuff that I've been through. I have a lot of stuff to unpack, and I'm going to do it on my platform right here on Wednesday. It's actually on my birthday. So if you guys want to send cash apps, I accept gifts. Wednesday, February the 18th, I'm going to be on here. I'm going to have my own conversation. I am going to sit on the other side of this desk and let Tony Seville, who has been in radio for over 30 years, ask me questions. And so if you want to be all in my business, that's the day to be all in my business. On my birthday, Wednesday, February the 18th, I will have my very own birthday. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for tuning in, and know that we will see you Friday. Don't forget, Friday at noon, I also do a thing called Straight Talk No Chaser, where I tell you about different things, stories. I cover trending topics, trending events every Friday at 12 noon. Do not forget about that, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you Friday at 12 noon, and then Sunday at 2 o'clock. Thank you, and keep watching the Unpacking the Baggage podcast, the best damn podcast in this world, okay? Good night. Y'all have a good night, okay?
Had another rough conversation with the voices in your